In today's world, have you ever felt like chasing your dreams would be impossible because you don't have an audience? Samesies! A year ago, I decided to pursue my passion for art and turn it into a business. But here's the catch. I had no audience, no followers, no sales, no idea about what I was doing. But fast forward to today, I still am trying to figure it out, don't get me wrong, but I have learned a lot along the way. So if you are in the same boat, or if you're curious about what it's like starting from scratch, then this video is for you. Hi! Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Melissa, and here I like to share my journey as an artist. I am a self-taught traditional artist trying to build a creative business while also navigating life as a mom and someone living with a chronic illness. I have always been a creative. I started drawing at a very young age, but about 3 years ago, I started drawing more and more and growing my skills, learning new things. I really latched on to drawing realism, so, absorbed as much as I could to get better at it. And at that time, I became so inspired with watching other artists on YouTube. Their passion for art and starting their own business and just watching their journey really inspired me. And I found myself starting to dream of doing the same thing, of starting a YouTube channel and starting a small business of my own. A year ago, I started selling my art as prints, and then I started adding more products like t-shirts and stickers. And just recently, I started selling press-on nails. And over the past year and a half, I have tried to post consistently on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And I just started posting long-form videos in April of this year. But let's be real, my followers, subscriber count is not very high. But don't get me wrong, because I am so grateful to everybody who subscribes, likes, comments. It really does touch my heart. But, I'm still in the growing phases. And sales, well, they've been mostly from supportive family members. But again, somebody who likes your work and is willing to pay for it, even if they are your family or friends, like that really means something. That's so touching and heartwarming, But despite the slow start, I have learned so much along the way, and today I want to share that journey with you, the struggles and the wins. Looking back, I feel like my journey of starting a small business has not been linear. I didn't start selling products until much later into my journey of just starting to share my artwork on social media. And in the beginning, I started with research. So much research, reading, watching videos, trying to absorb as much as I can or I could. And it got to the point where I was almost using that as an excuse not to start, where it's like, I still don't know what I'm doing. I still don't feel confident in moving forward with this. So I need to learn more. And just let me tell you from experience, you will always find an excuse not to start. And no matter how much research you do, there will always be more to learn. If I could give you advice and just a sidebar, just start. Just start. You're ready. Just start. So I started with short form content. Instagram was my first platform that I started sharing my artwork on. I started posting, consistently as much as I could, and started to really try to learn how to make more engaging videos, which, by the way, is not easy. Maybe it's because I'm older, but I struggle. I struggle with the whole starting with a hook and keeping engaged and fast paced and just, but I digress. And I still don't understand it. Like, this reel was the first reel that had gotten way more views than any other reel I had posted previously, and I still can't figure out why. But then I eventually started posting on YouTube Shorts, and that was mostly to kick my butt into gear to posting long form videos, because that's what I really wanted to do. But I kept putting off posting long form videos because I just didn't know where to start. Like, video ideas, editing, the title and descriptions. But that's a whole separate conversation. The desire to start a small business and start selling my artwork, like, it just kept growing and growing. And I realized that I had to make some investments to make this happen. So in order to digitize my artwork, I needed a good scanner. So my dad, he gifted me a really good scanner. I invested in Photoshop, and my brother and sister-in-law got me a digital drawing tablet that I learned how to use. I'm still amazed that I learned how to use this thing. But with that, I was able to digitize my art. So after the scanner and the Photoshop and learning how to digitize the work, then it was, okay, what am I going to sell? Let's start with prints. So then it was figuring out, okay, do I want to do digital downloads? So I started with that, and then it's different. You have to figure out the different sizing and put it in the folder for the person to automatically get. And then I got subscriptions for Kittl and Canva when I decided to put my artwork on t-shirts and mugs. And then, figuring out, okay, I don't have room and I don't have the money for inventory to put into inventory. So I decided to go with a print on demand, and I decided to go with Printify. Just seemed like the better choice over the other two in terms of what I wanted to do as well. Once I had all that figured out, I decided to start with Etsy. Etsy already has like a built-in marketplace. When it came to the marketing side, which I'm still figuring out, I figured that would be the best bet to start with. I eventually do want to create my own website though in the future. That is a goal. So each step to get things started, it was a lot of research and learn how to do each thing. And there are thankfully so many things on the internet, on YouTube, to kind of like help guide you through things. Maybe one day in the future I can do the same, create something step by step to help people. Because man, it really helped me. I wouldn't be able to sell anything or where I'm at if I didn't have those videos to help me through. So I'm so grateful to have such wonderful people on the internet to help me get through things. So like I said, I started selling a year ago on Etsy. And then when I first heard that cha-ching, it just was so exciting and so awesome. I think it was my mom who bought, my mom is my biggest fan, you guys. But I think it was my mom who bought a print. And then my sister-in-law bought a print, and then my cousin bought a print. It was just so awesome, to have somebody love your work enough to support you and want to have a print of it. It has been like that, where that cha-ching I just love it. But I also just love creating, artworks and videos to post. It really was such a confidence booster. And, those wins help propel you to keep going even through the struggles, which it really hasn't been easy at all. So before I started, watching other artists on YouTube and how they created their small business, and from the outside looking in, it seemed like they were very successful and getting sales, which is just awesome, because it just proves that I can do it too, and the rest of us, other artists, who want to do the same thing, can do it. It is possible. social media, it's so hard to grow on social media, and you have to figure out so many things, you know. There's this SEO and the keywords and figuring out your target audience. Man, that has been the biggest challenge for me is to figure out my target audience and who exactly I'm talking to and who I'm selling to. And I think I figured that out, but you know, who's to say? But with that, you know, that struggle to grow and not growing quickly, it has been hard, you know, there have been so many times where I'm like, my art sucks, or I suck, or like I'm just not good enough. And it's easy to fall down that rabbit hole for sure. But one big lesson that I have learned or still learning is comparison is the thief of joy. It really, really, really is. You have to step back and look at your own journey, you know, how far you have come. And when I look back, I've come quite a way. I have grown as an artist in so many ways. And at the end of the day, that's quite awesome. And you know, starting small doesn't mean that you're failing, you know, it really doesn't. Every like, every comment, every subscriber, every sale, every new person who sees your stuff, it all adds up. You know, it's you're not failing. You really aren't. So now what I plan to do to grow is post more long form videos as well as short form content like YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts helps me reach more people. I've been trying to, you know, use the shorts as like a little teaser for my long form videos. So hopefully we'll bring people to watch my long form videos. With a small audience, like I am trying to stay consistent and I'm showing up, and each time like subscriber count goes up or views go up or likes, like it just makes me so happy to just know that my efforts are paying off, you know? So another thing that I'm really trying to work on is how to market my products. So like, for example, I started selling press-on nails in October. And so I'm just trying to figure out the best way to market them. And I've also realized how important it is to connect with people. You know, I think social media is in our screen and our face, like human beings crave connection. So I think sharing my story, my journey, and not just my art, like being honest of the reality if things are not going great or if things are going good, or just, you know, the mundane, sometimes every day to day, I think creates a deeper bond, a deeper connection. And I want that. I want to build a community that I can really connect with. So in this small business journey, I've come up with a few goals going forward. My short-term goal for YouTube is to reach 100 subscribers. That would be awesome. Oh my gosh. And make at least one sale a month. Like that would be great. And the long-term goal is I want to turn this into a sustainable business that I can help support my family with. Being successful with something I created, like that's the dream. That's the dream. And I also want to try new things. I've been toying with the idea of starting to do commissions or offering commissions. So in May, I drew a portrait of my mom's dog who had passed, and just like seeing her and my dad's reaction to it, and I don't know, just like bringing that dog back to life even for just a moment, it just was so heartwarming. And so I've been kind of toying with the idea of doing that, doing animal portraits. I also want to expand my shop with more art prints and products and more press-on nail sets. That is my journey so far and my plans for the future. And if you are in the same boat, if you're starting with no followers, remember it's okay to start small. Everybody started with no followers. Everybody started from zero. Don't compare your start to somebody else's middle. And I am guilty of this for sure. But it's true. Comparison is the thief of joy, and just focus on your journey, your lane. Take their middle as inspiration, because every step forward, no matter how small, it's progress. You are getting to where you eventually want to be. And it's all about enjoying the journey, enjoying every step along the way. Thank you so much for watching and following along and supporting my journey. I am so glad you're here. And I hope you found this video helpful or relatable and you stick around. I'm very excited for the new year, what's to come. I'm excited to share more about my journey as an artist and a small business owner. And I'd love to have you along for the ride. Take care and happy holidays. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.